All right, Todd's back as we get closer towards the weekend, and still people, and I think relatively universally, would like a little bit of snow. I mean, you know, I don't know anybody wants to sit here and 25 feet of snow, but I mean, we'd like to have some at some point, maybe.
Sure, and the fact that our chance is a Sunday, and it's not like a Tuesday where it's going to impact schools and practices and games and people going to work and all that kind of stuff. It's a Sunday, and it's the end of the weekend. Nothing's really going on this time of the year after the holiday season. So we'll see how impactful it'll be. And, the final track will dictate how much we get. But we're looking to add to this, which is barely anything. This is our current snowpack across the state. Nothing along the coast and south, some scattered coatings through central Maine. The mountains and north have a few inches, but we really need a lot more. And there's potential. There is potential Saturday night into Sunday that we do get that. We've got the cold. That'll be with us for the next week or more. We're only going to warm up once, it looks like, and that looks like the middle of next week for about 24 hours, which might coincide, by the way, with another storm, which I don't like the signs of it because it could be more, of a mixing storm or even rain, which we definitely don't want. But these temperatures right now are definitely cold enough. We do have some cloud cover coming through, so it's not going to be a bluebird sky like yesterday. A lot of the clouds we see will be this morning, brightening up midday, and a mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. So all in all, a nice winter day as high pressure noses in. The storm track, and there's a pretty sizable one out here in the Atlantic, is off the coastline and out to sea for now, but that likely changes as we hit the weekend. Patchy, mostly thin clouds, but enough to cut down on the solar glare, which can be really tough this time of the year depending on the direction you drive in and the time that you leave. But if you're leaving at sun up, a little after 7 o'clock, it's rough. So today I don't think it's going to be that bad. We do have to bundle up this morning. Mix of sunshine and clumps of cumulus clouds during the middle of the day. Most of the sun to the south and coast. Most of the clouds up north where there could be a flurry. The cold today, though, looks reasonable to me. There won't be any wind at all, and we'll have highs between 35 and 40, which is actually a few degrees above our average of 34. Bangor gets 36, Augusta, Lewiston 37, upper 30s for Portland. Mildest spot where it usually is, down in southern York County. Cold spot where it usually is, up there on Moosehead Lake in Greenville, high of 31 today. Tomorrow we get this front to pass through with some scattered snow showers, but the bulk of this storm, the second one of the week, misses off the coastline too. And then it's back to real quiet weather, but cold for Friday and also for Saturday. And then the pieces are starting to show up, and they're going to fit together a little better. We're going to have cold high pressure to our north, which means no mixing if we get this storm. It also should slow the storm down enough so that there's potential for greater than 6 inches of snow. The ultimate thing here will be the track. Is it a flatter track, or does it curl up the coastline through the Bay of Fundy or Nova Scotia and get the entire state with several inches of snow? Right now, I'm leaning on the flatter track, which means heavier snow in southern New England and potential here on the coast of Maine. Less of a chance for significant snow across the far north. But there's likely to be a stripe of double-digit snowfall. And right now it's Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, and perhaps southern coastal Maine. We'll watch this real closely over the next several days. It's still like 4 days away. So this is likely to shift a little bit and could shift farther north and get more of Maine into the act, because we really want it in the mountains and north where we're trying to establish some snowpack. Now tomorrow, with the cold front that passes through, coatings are possible everywhere. That may get a little enhanced in the mountains for a couple of inches, or the down east coastline for an inch or two with some snow shower activity during the day. So a lot happening these next week. The biggest potential for snow, though, remains Saturday night and Sunday. Marine forecast 1 to 3 footers, northwest wind light 5 to 10 knots, water in the low 40s. Sun and clouds 35 to 40, snow showers tomorrow, could put down some coatings. And then it's really cold and quiet for Friday, Saturday, and the cold stays on Sunday. I mean, highs only 20 to 25. Snow likely, could be several inches. Behind that, we recover on Monday and Tuesday a little bit with another storm possible middle of next week. And I mentioned that one looks warmer and, more wet or messy. Not like the pure snow potential we have on Sunday, which is a nice thing about
All
it.
All right, well, let's get our base and then
Yeah,
worry
we can
about
enjoy
the
that
rest
for a
of
few
it
days and
later.
we wash it away a couple days later.
Probably.
Great. All right, Todd, thanks.